I have illustrated 11 picture books and around 500 digital drawings since I started making art in 2020, but I've been putting off improving my digital art setup for years because I just kind of got comfortable with the way I've been doing things. So I think it's about time I gave my setup a makeover. Welcome to my studio. I'm Mimi, a professional picture book artist who has just bought her first home and art studio in the far south of Tasmania, Australia. And I'm going to take you through my current digital art setup and then show you how I'm improving it so that I can spend more time making art. So currently I do all of my professional picture book work in Adobe Photoshop on a 2-in-1 laptop. This one is the Surface Pro 9 and I've been using it virtually every day for the past 2 years. I draw with the Microsoft pen. This is the same pen I started drawing with 6 years ago, and that's why the coating is starting to wear down, so it has seen a lot of drawing time. And I use a wireless keyboard when I draw in Photoshop because it's not really designed as a tablet program, so I use a lot of shortcuts on this Logitech K380 keyboard. I also draw in Procreate on a 4th generation iPad Air. I think I've had this for about 4 years now, and of course I use the Apple Pencil with it. I don't do any professional work on the iPad, partly because of the issues that I'll tell you about in a minute, but maybe once I've improved those, I'll be more likely to draw in Procreate. So what's the problem? This looks like a great setup. Well, it is, but there are a few bottlenecks that aren't an issue for one drawing, but after 500 drawings and working on dozens of picture book spreads each year, the little inefficiencies start to really add up. And I'm trying to be a professional here. Issue number 1. I have 2 hands that I can use as tools for illustrating. And when I'm drawing in Procreate, my right hand is doing 95% of the work, and my left hand is really just changing the brush size, which is a big part of why I don't illustrate professionally in Procreate. It's a lot slower and a lot of repetitive work on just one arm. When I'm drawing in Photoshop, my left hand is jumping around a keyboard, which is significantly more efficient and faster, but a keyboard is designed for typing and not for art, so it's not very ergonomic, and I've already done physiotherapy for my right shoulder, so I want to do as few awkward repetitive movements as I can. Issue number 2. There are much better shortcuts than the ones that I'm using, and I just haven't gotten around to researching and learning them, so it's about time I acted like a professional and improved my knowledge of the programs I use every day. So let's solve these issues so I can be a little more efficient with my drawing. First, I want to use both hands more effectively to share the physical load when I'm doing a lot of drawing. And it's also just a lot more efficient so I can spend more time drawing and less time clicking between tools on my screen. I've been wanting to find another keyboard with a smaller footprint for a while, and with wonderful timing, Toolbox offered to send me one of their creative consoles to try out earlier this year, and after spending a couple of months using it and loving it, they're also kindly sponsoring this video because it's an important part of my upgraded setup. If you're a professional or someone who takes their digital art seriously, this is a really interesting tool and might also be the thing that helps me draw and Procreate more professionally. Now, there are a few reasons why this cute purple box is so good for my art setup makeover, and the most critical one is that I can use it across both of my devices and both the drawing platforms. I don't want to be melodramatic here, but the fact that I can now use both of my hands fully when I'm illustrating in Procreate is such a game changer. My biggest bottleneck with Procreate is that I have to click around the screen so much with my right hand to select tools and colors rather than being able to keep my hand mostly where I'm drawing, which is a lot more work for my shoulder and it just slows me down. So now I'm using the Toolbox Elite Plus, which has lots of customizable wheels and buttons that come preset with useful shortcuts, or you can fully customize it yourself. Honestly, I thought it would take a while to program it and get it set up, but the presets for Procreate are really spot on. The only one I changed was the undo button to be on the side here where my hand naturally sits since I use that button so often. Now I can use my left hand to switch between the tools that I'm using and keep my drawing hand in the same place a lot more often. So my left hand can switch between my brush and eraser tools, it can open my color picker, and it can open the layer menu, which makes my whole process feel much smoother. I can change the brush size really easy and intuitively, and of course undo and redo, all while barely moving my left hand. Then I can switch to Photoshop and it'll detect the program I'm working in and change the shortcuts to my Photoshop presets. And this is much more comfortable and more compact than my keyboard that I've been using, so it's a nice upgrade for my professional drawing setup. I'm obviously not a physiotherapist, but my hand feels much more relaxed and at a more natural angle when I'm pushing these buttons compared to using the full keyboard. And the knobs and the wheels are such a natural way to change things like the brush size. I was already using my left hand for shortcuts in Photoshop with my keyboard, which is why I draw so much faster and do all of my professional work in Photoshop, but maybe now I can experiment with doing more of my professional drawing in Procreate as well, since this new setup has made my workflow so much more efficient being able to use both hands. But first, I need to resolve issue number 2 for this makeover, which is actually making my shortcuts more efficient, because I know that Procreate has a quick menu that I don't use, and Photoshop has some really granular shortcuts and actions that I can definitely take advantage of too. So let's set that up, but first let me give you a quick rundown of my basic art process so that you know what things I need to be able to do. I always start with a sketch. Then I reduce the opacity of that layer to use it as a reference. And I make new layers below the sketch to draw all of my colored shapes on their own layers. Then I add new layers on top of those to add details and texture and shading. And each of those layers will be a clipping mask, so they're clipped to the base shape. And often a lot of these layers are made to be multiply blend mode as well. So Procreate has a quick menu feature that I don't really use, so that's the first thing I want to add to my workflow. You can access it from the gesture control settings, but mine is already mapped to this little button on my toolbox. So clicking it brings up a mini menu of easy access things that I can customize to be the actions that I'd like to do most, like make a new layer, or change the layer opacity, or selecting my most common brushes. And then browsing through these options, I'm finding useful things that I didn't even think of, like making my art actual size so that I can see what it looks like in its actual physical dimensions. Probably the biggest thing that slows me down in my process in Procreate is making my layers clipping masks, but I can't find a shortcut for that in Procreate, so let me know if you know a way to streamline that, because at the moment I have to open the layers panel, make a new layer, and click on the thumbnail to make it a clipping mask, and then click back onto my artboard. At least now with the toolbox, I have a shortcut for making a new layer and opening and closing the layers panel, so that's 3 less clicks I have to do. Now in Photoshop, there is a shortcut for making a layer a clipping mask, and even better, you can create actions to be able to do common sequences with 1 click. So I often make a new layer, then make it a clipping mask. I can map that to a shortcut in Photoshop, or I can do it within the Toolbox console itself to be able to create sequences that happen with one of these buttons. So the first action I've made is to make a new layer and make that layer a clipping mask when I press these 2 buttons together at the same time. Then when I press these 2 buttons together, the layer automatically becomes multiply blend mode. Before this upgrade, I would click on a new layer, use a custom shortcut for a clipping mask, click on the blend mode, select multiply, then press escape to deselect the blend mode before drawing. Now it's just 2 clicks with my left hand, and I do this dozens and dozens of times for each big drawing that I do. There's also a dynamic color picker that I can use on my toolbox that streamlines the color picking process by bringing up my color palette over my drawing, where I can easily pick and adjust my color. So those are some huge improvements for my workflow. Let's do a quick drawing together so that you can see more of my art process and my new setup in action. I like to start with a sketch. I think I'm going to draw a little bug on a flower, so I'll start with a big basic flower shape. And then make sure it's centered. Then in the middle, I want to have a happy beetle. I should mention that even though I've been trying to make my digital art setup more efficient, it's not because I think drawing should be as fast as possible, because sometimes taking your time is an important part of the process. I just want to spend less time on the technical bits and more time on the creative bits of digital art, and this new setup helps smooth out the inefficiencies. I haven't needed to select a tool on screen this whole time, even with selecting and transforming. My right hand can stay focused on the drawing. So now that I have a basic sketch, I like to add a new layer below this and reduce the opacity of my sketch layer so that I can see through it and use it as a reference. On this new layer, I can start coloring in my first shape, and I'm starting with the beetle in a nice blue color. I'm using my soft canvas pencil for this from my 4th brush pack, and I used that for the sketch as well, so I haven't changed brushes yet. Honestly, at the moment, I'm really enjoying just using 2 or 3 brushes in my Procreate illustrations because I love this brush and it's really versatile, and I love not being overwhelmed with brush choices. When I'm ready to color in my second element, I can open my color panel, choose my next color, and make a new layer. I need this layer to be below the beetle, so I'll drag that down and color in the second element. Then I can repeat that process for each new element of a different color. I generally keep my main elements on their own layers to keep things organized and easy to edit. I think I should change the background color here to a nice green to help my flower stand out. I'm using colors from an existing color palette for this drawing, again to help with decision overwhelm and keep things simple. This palette is called Colorful Worms from my color palette bundle on Etsy. I can definitely feel how much smoother my process is being able to use both of my hands as drawing tools in Procreate now. Changing brush size especially is really smooth, but also just being able to easily switch between all the tools or open panels with my left hand really shares the workload and reduces travel time for my right arm. It always takes a bit of time to commit a new setup to muscle memory, but within a drawing or two, I felt really comfortable with these buttons and shortcuts, so it was well worth the investment and something I probably could have done sooner. Now this is a really simple drawing, so that's most of my elements colored in already. I just need to add the details to the beetle. So I'll add a new layer and make that a clipping mask and multiply blend mode. And with a darker blue, I'll color in the head, and because of the mask, it's clipped nicely to the original shape. It might be a bit dark for the eyes actually, so in my quick menu, I have my layer opacity if I want to reduce that opacity quite quickly and easily. Now on another layer, I want to add my buggy details, and I'm still using the same soft canvas pencil brush I've been using for everything so far. I just adjust the size as I need it. Having a button for my layers panel is nice to be able to quickly switch between layers, and just one less thing that my right arm has to click on that helps smooth out the whole process. For me, having access to shortcuts with my left hand is what has held me back from illustrating more detailed drawings in Procreate, because the workflow is slower and professional work comes with deadlines, so I always use Photoshop for that. But now with this cute controller streamlining everything, it's brought the process much closer to what I do in Photoshop. Now let's give this little guy a happy face and some rosy cheeks. The next part of my process is to add texture to everything. Let's start with the background, and I always do this as a new layer set to multiply blend mode. And if I open my brush panel, I can select my textured pencil light brush, which has a nice broad speckled paper texture to it. I use this for everything, and you'll see it in all of my illustrations since I made these brushes about a year ago. I just love having a bit of texture shining through everything. So I add this on a new clipping mask layer on top of all of my elements. Something that surprised me about this Toolbox controller is how heavy it is, but not in a bad way. It looks like it'll be lightweight, but it feels really solid and stable on the desk, and I actually like that about it. The wheels and knobs and buttons all feel really good quality and satisfying to use, and I love it when tech comes in different colors and not just black. So once everything has some lovely texture to it, I also add some shading where it's needed. So I'll switch now to my regular textured pencil brush and just add a little bit of shading around the middle of the flower. Then I think a bit of shading on the orange part as well. I think I actually want this whole flower to be smaller. I can select the transform tool with one button and resize the whole thing and lock in the transformation with the same button. Whenever I draw new shapes, I go back to my soft canvas pencil brush, and I think it would be cute to add some big stars around the outside just for fun. Thanks so much to Toolbox for improving my digital art setup with this new controller. I'll leave a link to them in the description so you can check them out for yourself. And that's my process for a super cute and simple drawing in Procreate with my improved workflow. Let us know below what your dream digital art setup would be, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!